The first hint of light kisses the horizon. A gentle glow spreads across the sky, chasing away the shadows of the night. The sun, a celestial sphere of fire and life, begins its ascent. It doesn't demand attention, nor does it seek validation. It simply rises, in all its golden glory, a beacon of hope and a testament to the power of consistency. In a world that often feels chaotic and demanding, the sunrise stands as a silent reminder. A reminder that even in the darkest of nights, dawn is inevitable. Since the dawn of time, humanity has looked to the sky, mesmerized by the sun's daily journey. Ancient civilizations worshipped it as a god, recognizing its life-giving power. The sun's rise is more than just a celestial event, it is a timeless ritual. It is a promise whispered across millennia, a reminder that no matter what darkness may shroud the world, light will always return. Just as the sun dips below the horizon only to reappear with renewed vigor, we too experience periods of darkness and difficulty. There's an undeniable magic in those first few moments of sunrise. As the sun climbs higher, casting its golden rays across the land, it awakens the world from its slumber. Birdsong fills the air, a chorus of gratitude and joy. Flowers unfurl their petals, reaching towards the warmth of the sun's embrace. The world is reborn with each sunrise, a blank canvas upon which to paint the possibilities of a new day. A promise that even in the face of adversity, we too can rise again, stronger and more radiant than before. There are days when the sun rises behind a veil of clouds, its light diffused and muted. Yet even when hidden from view, the sun continues its journey across the sky, its influence felt by every living thing. Just like the sun, our own light may not always be visible to the world, but the sun's example teaches us a valuable lesson. Our worthiness is not determined by external validation. True strength lies in continuing to shine our light, even when no one is watching. We as humans often find ourselves caught in a whirlwind of expectations, both self-imposed and societal. We strive for success, chasing after goals that shimmer like mirages in the distance. The weight of these expectations presses down on us, heavy and unrelenting. We are told to be more, do more, achieve more. The pursuit of validation becomes an endless treadmill, leaving us feeling drained and inadequate. In the process, we lose sight of our own inner compass, the quiet whispers of our hearts that long for something more than just accomplishment. We chase after milestones, believing that they hold the key to happiness and contentment. A bigger house, a fancier car, a more prestigious job, these become the markers of our success, the trophies we display to the world as proof of our worth. But true fulfillment remains elusive, a distant shore we can never seem to reach. The more we achieve, the emptier we feel, as if there's a void within us that no amount of external validation can fill. The irony is that in our pursuit of achievement, we often sacrifice the very things that bring true joy and meaning to our lives. The modern world, with its constant noise and distractions, can feel like a labyrinth. We are bombarded with information, stimulation, and demands on our time and attention. We become disconnected from ourselves, our inner voice drowned out by the cacophony of the external world. We seek solace in distractions, numbing the quiet ache of emptiness with fleeting pleasures. In this labyrinth of distractions and demands, we forget the simple joys of being present. Beneath the surface of our carefully constructed lives, there's a longing for something more authentic, more meaningful. We crave connection, purpose, and a sense of belonging that transcends the superficiality of the material world. We yearn to break free from the expectations that bind us, to shed the masks we wear to please others, and embrace the truth of who we are. It requires courage to question the status quo, to challenge the norms that dictate how we should live our lives, and it requires a willingness to let go of the need for external validation and instead to seek approval from within. This disconnect, this feeling of emptiness and burnout, has become a silent epidemic of our times. We are a generation grappling with the consequences of living in a world that values productivity over well-being, achievement over authenticity. But at what cost? When do we pause and ask ourselves if the pursuit of external validation is worth sacrificing our inner peace? The sun, in its silent wisdom, offers us a different way. The sun doesn't wake each morning with a to-do list. It doesn't check social media for likes or compare its brilliance to the stars. It simply exists, a celestial being driven by an ancient and unwavering purpose. Its rise is not a performance but a natural expression of its very nature. We strive for perfection, fearing judgment and seeking approval at every turn. But the sun reminds us that our worth is not contingent upon external validation. Like the sun, we are inherently worthy simply by virtue of our existence. The sun doesn't discriminate in its giving. Its warmth embraces every corner of the earth, from the highest mountain peak to the deepest ocean trench. It nourishes the smallest seed and fuels the grandest forest, asking nothing in return. Imagine if we too could approach life with such open-hearted generosity. Imagine the freedom of giving simply because it feels good, because it aligns with our true nature. When we embrace the spirit of giving, we open ourselves to a flow of energy and abundance that transcends the limitations of our ego-driven desires. The sun doesn't need to shout its brilliance, it doesn't need to prove its power. Its light shines effortlessly, a natural emanation of its inherent energy. We too possess an inner radiance, a unique light that shines from within, but we often dim our light, afraid to let it shine too brightly. When we embrace our authentic selves, imperfections and all, we allow our inner light to shine through, illuminating not only our own path but also inspiring those around us. The sun doesn't rush its journey across the sky. It moves with a deliberate and steady pace, honoring the natural rhythms of day and night. In a world obsessed with speed and productivity, the sun's example is a welcome antidote. We are constantly bombarded with messages urging us to do more, be more, achieve more. But in this relentless pursuit, we often lose sight of the importance of stillness, of allowing ourselves time to rest, reflect, and recharge. The sun's journey is a constant reminder that life unfolds in cycles. There are seasons of growth and expansion, as well as seasons of rest and retreat. Just as the sun doesn't resist the setting sun or begrudge the coming of night, we too can learn to embrace the natural ebb and flow of our own energy. There's a time for everything, a time to shine, a time to rest, a time to plant seeds, and a time to harvest the fruits of our labor. It invites us to trust in the timing of our own lives, to let go of the need to control every outcome, and to find peace in the knowledge that even in the darkest of nights, the dawn is sure to follow. Think of the ones who walk through life's shadows, their efforts often unseen, their contributions rarely acknowledged. The single mother rising before dawn to pack lunches and whisper words of encouragement. The dedicated teacher pouring heart and soul into shaping young minds, their passion igniting a love of learning that will last a lifetime. the tireless healthcare worker offering comfort and care in the darkest hours, their touch a beacon of hope in moments of vulnerability. These are the unsung heroes of our world, the quiet warriors who carry on with unwavering dedication, even when their efforts go unnoticed. Like the sun's rays reaching into the deepest forest, their light touches the lives of others in profound and often invisible ways. The sun doesn't rise only on sunny days, it shows up even when the sky is overcast, its light filtering through the clouds, a gentle reminder that even in the midst of darkness, its presence is constant. It doesn't give up or lose heart, it persists, day after day, fulfilling its ancient promise to illuminate the world. And so it is with the quiet heroes among us. They don't wait for perfect conditions or external validation to fuel their efforts. They show up, day after day, driven by a deep-seated sense of purpose that transcends the need for recognition. They understand that true impact is often the result of consistent, persistent effort, even in the face of challenges and setbacks. The sun doesn't ask for anything in return for its gifts, it doesn't demand gratitude or keep track of its contributions, it simply gives, freely and unconditionally, its light and warmth, a testament to the boundless generosity of the universe. In the same way, acts of love and kindness often shine brightest when offered without expectation of reward or recognition. These seemingly small acts of love, offered freely and without fanfare, have the power to transform lives. Imagine for a moment the far-reaching impact of a single act of kindness. A smile offered to a stranger can brighten their day and inspire them to offer kindness to someone else. A helping hand extended to a neighbor in need can strengthen community bonds and create a sense of shared humanity. A donation to a worthy cause can ripple outward, touching countless lives and making the world a more just and compassionate place. Just as the sun's light can ignite a spark that sets a forest ablaze, our own acts of kindness, however small they may seem, have the power to create a ripple effect of positive change. We may never know the full extent of the impact we have on the world, but that doesn't diminish the importance of our actions. Every act of love, every gesture of compassion, every moment of genuine connection has the power to make a difference. In a world that often feels obsessed with outward appearances and external validation, it's easy to feel like our efforts go unnoticed, our contributions insignificant. We may question our worth, wondering if we're doing enough, being enough, shining brightly enough. But the sun reminds us that our true value lies not in how brightly we shine in the eyes of the world, but in the steadfastness of our own inner light. It's the quiet moments of courage, the acts of kindness offered in secret, the unwavering commitment to showing up as our best selves, even when no one is watching. These are the things that truly matter. So let us take inspiration from the sun and all those who embody its spirit, the unsung heroes, the quiet warriors, the givers of love and light. As the day wanes, the sun begins its descent, painting the sky in hues of orange, pink, and purple. It's easy to perceive this daily retreat as an ending, a surrender to the encroaching darkness. But the sun doesn't fade away in defeat, it withdraws strategically, gracefully, knowing that its energy must be replenished for it to shine again. We, in our relentless pursuit of achievement and productivity, often forget this crucial lesson. We push ourselves to the brink of exhaustion, mistaking busyness for fulfillment, and sacrificing our well-being at the altar of accomplishment. We forget that even the sun, that celestial powerhouse, requires periods of rest and rejuvenation. The sun's descent reminds us that withdrawal is not defeat but a strategic maneuver. It's an opportunity to recharge, to gather our energy, and to emerge stronger and more radiant than before. It's a reminder that true strength lies not in our ability to power through exhaustion, but in our wisdom to honor our need for rest and renewal. Just as the sun needs the darkness of night to prepare for its radiant return, we too require periods of stillness and solitude. It's in the quiet moments, away from the demands of the world, that we reconnect with our inner selves, heal our wounds, and tap into the source of our creativity and inspiration. Yet, we often resist the darkness, fearing the silence and stillness it brings. We fill our lives with distractions, numbing our minds and bodies with endless stimulation. We equate rest with laziness, solitude with loneliness, and silence with emptiness. But it's in the darkness, in those moments of quiet introspection, that we discover our truest selves. It's there, in the absence of external distractions, that we hear the whispers of our hearts, the gentle nudges of our intuition, the long-forgotten dreams that yearn to be rekindled. Recharging isn't merely about clocking in 8 hours of sleep each night, though adequate rest is undoubtedly essential. It's about consciously creating space in our lives for activities that nourish our souls, ignite our passions, and bring us joy. It's about disconnecting from the digital world and reconnecting with the natural world, with ourselves and with our loved ones. The sun doesn't require an instruction manual to replenish its energy. It simply follows its natural rhythm of giving and receiving. We too have our own unique rhythms, our own internal compasses guiding us towards activities and practices that restore our energy and revitalize our spirits. For some, it might be losing themselves in a good book, their imaginations ignited by the power of storytelling. For others, it might be immersing themselves in nature, finding solace in the gentle rustle of leaves and the soothing melody of birdsong. For still others, it might be expressing themselves through art, music, or movement, their creativity flowing freely as they connect with their inner muse. The sun doesn't emerge from the night the same as it was the day before. With each setting and rising, it undergoes a subtle transformation, its energy renewed, its light a little brighter, its warmth a little more intense. It carries within it the wisdom of the darkness, the lessons learned in the quiet hours of introspection. We too emerge from our periods of rest and renewal transformed. The challenges we faced may have left their mark, but we have integrated those experiences, learned from our setbacks, and discovered hidden reserves of strength and resilience. We return to the world with a renewed sense of purpose, our vision clearer, our hearts more open. We carry within us the wisdom of our experiences, the lessons learned in the crucible of our challenges. We are no longer the same person we were before. We have been forged in the fire of our experiences, our spirits tempered, our resolve strengthened. The sun's cycle of giving and receiving, of shining brightly and retreating gracefully, is a powerful metaphor for our own lives. Just as the sun honors its natural rhythms, we too must learn to listen to the whispers of our bodies and souls, to recognize when it's time to shine and when it's time to rest. We are not machines designed for constant productivity. We are complex beings with intricate needs for both activity and rest, for both connection and solitude. When we honor these rhythms, when we allow ourselves the time and space to recharge and regenerate, we emerge stronger, wiser, and more capable of sharing our unique gifts with the world. So, embrace the darkness when it comes, knowing that it holds the seeds of renewal and transformation. Listen to the whispers of your soul, and honor the rhythms of your own unique being. For in those moments of quiet retreat, you'll discover the wellspring of strength and wisdom that will allow you to rise again and again, shining your light ever more brightly upon the world. Let me tell you about a woman named Priya. Born in a small village in the heartland of India, Priya's life was a tapestry woven with the threads of hardship and resilience. Circumstances had conspired to dim her light before it had a chance to fully ignite. She was just another girl, lost in a sea of faces, her voice a mere whisper in the cacophony of life's demands. Priya had dreams, aspirations that shimmered like distant stars in the darkness of her reality. But poverty, societal norms, and the weight of expectations threatened to extinguish those dreams before they could take flight. She was told to be content with her lot in life, to accept her fate as a daughter, a wife, a silent bearer of burdens. But Priya carried within her a spark, a flicker of defiance that refused to be extinguished. Like a seed buried deep within the earth, she yearned for the sunlight, for the opportunity to grow, to blossom, to share her own unique beauty with the world. Priya's journey wasn't easy. There were days when the weight of her circumstances threatened to crush her spirit, when the whispers of doubt drowned out the voice of her dreams. But even in the darkest of hours, she remembered the sun. She remembered its unwavering commitment to rise each day, to illuminate the world without seeking permission or applause. She found solace in the natural world, drawing strength from the resilience of a tiny seedling pushing through the cracks in the pavement, from the unwavering determination of a river carving its path through solid rock. She sought knowledge, devouring books by the light of a kerosene lamp, her mind a sponge absorbing every bit of wisdom she could find, and slowly, steadily, Priya began to rise. She defied the limitations imposed upon her, challenging the status quo with quiet courage and unwavering determination. She pursued her education, her thirst for knowledge unquenchable. She discovered her voice, using it to advocate for the rights of women and girls in her community. Priya's light, once a faint flicker, began to shine brighter with each passing day. She became a beacon of hope for others, her story a testament to the power of resilience and the transformative power of education. She established a school for girls in her village, creating a space where young minds could blossom, unfettered by the constraints of outdated traditions. She empowered women to break free from the cycle of poverty, teaching them valuable skills and fostering their entrepreneurial spirit. She became a leader in her community, her voice no longer a mere whisper, but a powerful force for change, inspiring others to embrace their own potential and to strive for a brighter future. Priya's journey, much like the sun's, is a testament to the power of consistency, of showing up each day and radiating one's light even when it seems like no one is watching. She didn't set out to be a hero or an icon. She simply followed the whispers of her heart, her actions guided by a deep-seated desire to make a difference in the world. Just like Priya, each one of us carries within us the potential to be a source of light and inspiration. We may not all have grand platforms or extraordinary tales to tell, but our actions, however small they may seem, have the power to create ripples of positive change. Remember the single mother working tirelessly to provide for her children, her love a beacon of hope in their lives. Remember the teacher igniting a passion for learning in the hearts of their students, their dedication shaping future generations. Remember the healthcare worker offering comfort and care to those in need, their compassion a healing balm in times of suffering. These are the everyday heroes, the quiet warriors of light, who remind us that true greatness lies not in fame or fortune, but in the unwavering commitment to showing up each day and making the world a brighter, kinder, and more beautiful place. So embrace your inner sun. Let your light shine, not for the sake of recognition or reward, but because it is your nature to do so. For in the tapestry of life, it is the threads of courage, compassion, and unwavering hope that create the most enduring and beautiful patterns. Your time to rise is now.